Oh man, I have the most amazing idea. No, I don't, man. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing today. Broke dinner. Today, I am not even prepared for what I'm about to do. Here we have some chicken that I butchered, and I also have some oats, some sweet corn, some grated butternut squash, some diced onions, some tomato sauce, some spring onions, and also just a couple of pieces of butternut squash. I'm gonna bring this together somehow. This is broke dinner, freestyle. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to get my chicken seasoned and roasted. So I have some deboned thighs here, and also have some nicely French trimmed drumsticks. And as always, my trusty in-house seasoning salt. This chicken, as you can see here, goes into a preheated oven. And you know my normal preheating temperatures in Fahrenheit, that's at about 375, 380. In terms of Celsius, 180 to 200. And gas mark loads, 7, 8, or 9. Alright, I'm also going to make a quick glaze for my chicken. I have a little bit of barbecue sauce in-house. I'm going to combine a little bit of tomato sauce and a splash of red wine. I'm just going to get this mixed around. I'm going to start to get my butternut squash here caramelized. So I have a heavy base skillet here. Just going to add a little bit of oil, season. We're just going to leave that face side down for a couple of minutes. Okay, now my butternut squash is just there. I can hear it nicely caramelizing a little bit. I'm just going to whack a couple cloves of garlic in there. Sprig of thyme. These spring onions. And some butter. So butter nice and foamy. Pour over. Time. Have a skillet coming up to a medium heat. I'm going to start frying off some of this corn. Basting this. See the butter starting to darken. See what we're looking like here. We're getting a nice, amazing color on the other side. I can hear that time popping, so I'm just going to whack that into the oven to finish cooking for a few minutes. So our chicken's been cooking for about 5-6 minutes. That should need another 15-20 minutes. We got our corn fried off here. We got some butternut squash in the oven sizzling down. Alright, a couple of minutes have passed, so I'm just going to start basting my chicken with that glaze that I made. So I'm just using some rosemary to brush it. Good stuff. You can hear my corn frying back there and popping nicely. Lovely. That's not popcorn, but let's see what it does. This goes back in. Alright, now while our corn has been nicely fried, I'm just going to go in and start making, I guess what I'm going to call a loose stovetop stuffing, or a loose stuffing, and instead of using breadcrumbs, we're going to go with oats here. So, I have some onions diced. I'm going to get these sweating down. I'm going to season. Now we're going to get in the rest of this corn. Alright, now we have our roasted corn, pan roasted corn here. Right, to this I'm just going to add some chopped thyme, some quartered cherry tomatoes, a little bit of lime juice, seasoning, and some olive oil. This is just going to be a quick dressing to go with everything. Okay, now that our corn and our onions have been fried down a little bit, just going to add a generous amount of butter, a little bit of olive oil, and we're just going to get this butternut squash in, season. Okay, now that our squash has been cooked down a little bit, we're going to go about and add about 4 tablespoons of oats. We're going to go about adding some tomato sauce, about a half a cup. And there's a half cup of water. I'm just going to stir that around. Alright, our butternut squash is finished now. Flip that over. Lovely. Get a beautiful caramelization there. Allow the oats a couple of minutes to just absorb some of that liquid. So now I go about adding the spring onions. Alright, so it's been about 25 minutes and our chicken's fresh out the oven. So now it's time to plate up.